Hello, thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel, Kate May Modern Day Mystic. I said I would do a little review of the new cards I've got. These gorgeous Chrysalis Tarot. Absolutely stunning and just so worth every penny. Now, they are by Toney Brooks, the deck and the artwork Holly Sierra. It's a lovely box. Some boxes I've had before are a little bit naff, but this one's great. The imagery is fantastic on it. On the back, it's got a description, complete set, what it includes, and then it's got a little bit about all your where you need to order it and things from. On the side, you can see different tarot images, and it's got a few on the back as well there. Inside the box, a really thick book, really nice, good quality. Again, more descriptions on the back, and inside it has not just all what the card meanings are, because they've changed a few, which I'll talk about in a minute, but it's got a lot more detail there. So you've got information about the major, information about the minor, you've got information about energy, archetypes, about magic, shamanism, you've got the storyteller's vision quest there, you've got different chapters with different elements in, so it's a lot of information in this book. I haven't even got around to reading it half at all yet. Then you've got the description of what each card means there, and it's broken down into what they mean. So what they've done is she's got all the major, as you would, the major, which I'll show you some in a minute, but the minor are broken down into, so the stones are the earth, the material, the earth. Mirrors are your emotions, the cups. So the stones are pentacles, the mirrors are cups, the spirals are fire, so they're wands, and the scrolls are air, so they're swords there. Lovely book, lots and lots of detail, and the meaning, how she's done it, she's wrote down, or he wrote down how they've come about the imagery, how they've come about there, and so it's a lot more in depth than just your average tarot meaning there. And she's got a different meaning, although it spins off the main tarot. It's quite a different, gives you a different view on it. Also included, which I love it when they do this, is a lovely spread poster, so you can lay out your own spread on this. What do we have here? This is the Chrysalis Fairy Ring spread. So we have first place the Sorceress Fae Queen of the Fairies in the centre of what will be a 5-card arrangement. Next place Storyteller above, and then place the 9 of Mirrors below. Place one of the Chrysalis Fairy energy cards to the left. Place another fairy card that appeals to you to the right. Focus your energy on the 5 cards cross as you concentrate on your issue. Now draw any 4 cards from the deck and place them in position 6 and 9, and it has the positions on there to make a ring of fairy energy. These cards represent the fairy realm's response to your query. And the Chrysalis Fairy energy cards are the 5 of Stones, the 6 of Mirrors, LP, 6 of Scrolls, 9 of Scrolls, 4 of Spirals, 10 of Stones, and the 4 of Scrolls. So you could absolutely do that spread, or you could put your own cards on there and create your own. So I'm loving it. I like it when cards do that. Now let's have a look at the deck itself. So we've got some of the major cards there. This is the Hanged Man, great quality, gorgeous images on the back as well, just so unusual. The Celtic Owl represents the Hanged Man. The Mate represents the Justice, quite a Indian theme there. Adrian represents the Death. I only received these yesterday, so I've not had a good look through. 2 of Scrolls, 3 of Scrolls, 3 of Scrolls. So the images are just stunning on these. I'm going to read you something from the book so you just get a little bit of a taster as to what they are there. Like I said, I haven't got the Ace of Scrolls, Ace of Swords. I haven't got the I haven't looked through all of them at the moment, so I'm still getting awed by all the pictures that I'm popping up there for you. 5 of stones, 5 of pentacles there, 6 of pentacles. Oh, that's a gorgeous one. The world, look at that. That is lovely. The world. Psyche. So she's renamed them, the Dreamer. 8 of mirrors, Knight of Mirrors, the Dreamer. She's renamed them and then popped what it would be underneath. The Healer, it's a gorgeous card. 3 of Cups, 3 of Mirrors. So let's read for you from her book, from their book, and give you a little explanation. Okay, so we had the 5 of Stones there. Let's read the 5 of Stones for you. When I contemplated how to decide desolation, a few of my own dark nights of the soul came to mind. I can recall one in particular that occurred many years ago in Hong Kong. The details don't matter as much as the emotions and sensations I experienced during the ordeal. There was a sense of aloneness and a tendency to retreat further into myself. This retreat is what I was hoping to portray with my grieving figure. When I contemplated this setting, I began to think about the standing stones I'd seen in the British Isles. I always felt they had an air of grieving about them, standing like stark reminders of people and places lost to the ages. In any case, if we make it through dark times and shed that which has weighed us down, then we will open up once again even wider than before. This can happen many times over our spiritual journey. This card introduces 2 aspects of healing energy in Chrysalis Tarot, that of fairies, the gentle folk, and that of trees, the children of Gaia. Let's talk about the trees first. The one pictured could be a wild cherry tree symbolising regeneration, or a rowan tree symbolising the healing energy of fairies. Both species produce beautiful red berries. Wild cherry trees are among the first trees to sprout in a forest desolated by fire. Rowans, known as mountain ash trees, have long been associated with fairies and healing. Cards numbered 5 in tarot often point to dark cloud challenges. In a reading, both the rowan and wild cherry tree points to its silver lining, a trail that must be endured, perhaps a lesson that must be learned. The fairy appears on the 5 of Stones as a loving symbol of healing and the hope of brighter days. Fairy energy is an example of a coherent energy pattern that Chrysalis users learn to perceive with experience. Other examples include spirit animals, guardian spirits, and of course the archetypes. This particular fairy is known as a dryad, a nature spirit that protects tree. If we pay close attention to the symbols, we note that the spirals on her dress, energy of change, her fairy wings, spiritual energy of healing, and the wild cherry or rowan tree, energy of regeneration. On this card we can see components of the energy healing through the healthy release of built-up fear, guilt or resentment. The magical element is often overlooked. It's the energy of gratitude and appreciation. As Holly noted, if we shed whatever weighs us down by choosing to focus instead on the things we have to be grateful for, we raise our vibration to cloudy heights of silver linings. Gratitude in the face of dissolution demonstrates a power to bring about a catharsis and change circumstances. In other words, gratitude holds the power to heal. So you can see the type of reading there from Toney in it, and they've used their experience all throughout to create the amazing cards there. The Storyteller is an amazing card with many tales to tell. At the time I was painting the Chrysalis cards, my beloved father died, and my mother moved into my home to live out her remaining years. When I began the sketches for Storyteller, my mother seemed the perfect muse. She had always been such a strong woman, dedicated to her family, friends, animals, garden, as well as her artistic endeavours. It seemed that there was always brightness around her. Perhaps it was her aura, which through my hands became Storyteller's healing orb. The thistles around Storyteller and the origins in my childhood too. My mother would create hedgehog dolls with thistle heads. So gorgeous interpretations, and you can feel in there, you can get in there the essence from the original decks, but I love her twist on it. and it definitely gives you something else to think about there. And it's so personal that she's brought in, and both of them have brought in their own feelings and their own experiences to create that. So a very, very unique deck of cards, very unique deck, and very colourful, just stunning. And I would definitely recommend these, particularly if you're into very deep readings and maybe you want to get into the shadow side a little bit more there, a little bit deeper understanding, rather than just the general top layer that can be seen in quite a lot of tarot cards there. Yeah, just stunning. And I say the back chrysalis obviously represents through the butterfly transformation there. So yeah, fabulous cards, love them. Give them a 10 out of 10, I think. Thanks for watching.